This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing the Numerology and Astrology for May 12th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 13, and if you add the 1 and the 3 together, you get the number 4. The number 4 is the number of neutral mind, harmony, balance, win-win, cooperation. It's that place where the more you mature in consciousness, the more objective you become, hopefully, and the more you can stay neutral in the midst of craziness happening all around you. And the only way to test to see if you're truly neutral is to sometimes put you into the chaos. So hopefully today won't be too chaotic, but the number 4 tries to bring us back to balance. We might be feeling a bit off from the last few days. Astrology and numerology were a bit tough on all of us. Reality hitting us in the face, reflecting on the past choices and decisions, and finally understanding how we attract what we resist is true within ourselves. It is never about blaming others because the fault is not with them. It is within us. That which we deny will externalize for us to see it. We often miss the most prominent messages. What is right in front of us is what we need to know within ourselves. It seems easy, but it's challenging to integrate. It's so much easier to get angry at the world and God for our circumstances, but at the end, it is our choices that we do or don't that make why we are in the karmic loops and that they keep repeating. That is why balance, the number 4, only comes when we are willing to see ourselves in all things, when we see that what we judge in others we are doing somehow to ourselves, we begin to heal and find a better balance. When we own what is internally revealed, then we stop judging others and learn to observe without reacting. That will help us find a new voice. Once we are past getting caught up in the wounds of betrayal, shame, and abandonment. Dealing directly with those wounds will help all of us step past the karmic suffering and into a more clear and calm reality. The astrology today. The moon wants to preserve what is comforting while it lingers in Taurus just a bit, but then, by work time, it goes into the socially engaging and detached sign of Gemini. It is excellent for saying what needs to be told and not caring so much about how that will impact others. Bluntness with detached clarity can be a good thing, not just always appreciated by those who want to maintain specific telepathic agreement fields and cultural norms. It feels as if things are getting shaken up to a very new place. The old no longer fits, the new is a stretch, and the dream is not yet in form. Mercury will trine Saturn, making these new ideas more grounded and understandable. More consistency is required as we move forward. No more avoidance or blame. Things need to be shifted, and there is no more time to waste. It is essential to stay centered around what must change and the steps that need to happen now. Assist others in also having some perspective and approach tasks in a new way. It is important to be cautious in what we expect for the future. No big speculative risks are going to get you where you want to go. The Sun and Neptune are moving towards a sextile. It makes each of us also seek inspiration. We might notice where in the past where we have not been in alignment with the greater flow of this world, but now it feels as if some current is carrying us forward if we are willing to do what it takes to admit where we were too idealistic and illogical. The universe is offering a door. The question becomes if we will take the door as an opportunity to make a huge difference in our path. Truth within creates change outside, and that is a very good thing. My quote for today. At the end of this life, I want to be free. I want to love and let everything else be. I want to see this path was a joy. I want to remember that I was Helen of Troy in a ballet a long time ago, of course. Yet within me was a powerful force, one that stretched between time and space, one that lingered in the flows of grace. And my blog for today. I have been hearing so much of this over and over again with my clients that I decided to make a poem about it. And I had my own revelations about it and talking to somebody that I've known for, oh my God, how long? 40 years. And, I'm so grateful for where I am now. But it was a really cool thing to have that conversation with this person and recognize so much that was true about my choices all the way back then. So here we go. I look back and recognize why I walked away. There were too many who lied and caused dismay. They talked a good game. They had potential and charm. They said the right words, but I kept hearing an alarm. Something told me they did not know the way. They were not stable and preferred games and horseplay. Their heads were filled with fantasy and dreams, but they could not see that things were ripping at the seams. All their dreams were avoiding the horrible truth. They did not want to let go of the illusions of their youth. They lived in a fantasy that was not real. They were always looking for the next big deal. In their dreams, they thought they could conceal the truths that they were afraid to reveal. The wounding and fear that drove that mind so fast, their own insecurity was what they feared to broadcast. I am grateful that my guides made me walk away. I am grateful that they kept such people at bay. I wondered if I had made a mistake. I questioned whether it was I who was the flake. But now I can unequivocally see that it was them and not always me. What I needed to see was that I was so alone, and what they avoided, I needed to own. So own it, I will. My path is clear. I am not here to besmirch or smear. I recognize that when anyone tries to be something other than what they see, that pretense and lies begins to grow because we let go of what we know. Thanks, everyone.